need a minute. It literally finished updating 3 seconds ago. I haven't even had time to boot up VTube Studio. Have I mentioned how much I despise updating games on Steam? I started this over an hour ago, thinking that, oh, the beta is only a 3.2 gigabyte download. How long could it possibly take? Forever! And this is on my solid state, which is inexcusable. You know what happened last week with the Helldivers update? The big one where the Illuminate came back? You know what I friggin' did? I uninstalled and reinstalled the game because that was faster. That was faster. There was one time I went to work after setting Star Wars Jedi Survivor to update, assuming it would be done by the time I got back from my several-hour shift. And you know what happened? I went to bed that night and it was still updating. This needs to stop. Because we're spending more time updating games than we are actually playing games. This is an overlooked issue in the gaming sphere today, and it needs to stop. I command it to stop. As a gamer, I hereby speak for all gamers. This madness must end. And for God's sake, can we please stop with the ray tracing? I hate ray tracing so much. Hi. I'm irate right now. And honestly, I should really be working on D&D right now because I'm nearly done with the maps and now I have to move everything into Foundry. Speaking of which, I gotta poke somebody real quick. 1 second. Okay. Oh, good, and now the model's going crazy. Yes, I'm ticked off. I almost died today. Because idiots don't know how to drive. There are some absolute maniacs on the road for some reason. I need this. Problems here. We haven't booted this game up in a hot minute, so naturally it's deciding it's gotta break my computer. Alright, come on. Nope, this is just what happens when I don't boot up Starfield for a while. Need to get the game capture, hang on. Right, so anyway, yeah, as I was saying, almost died today. I also flipped somebody off. So yeah, that was fun. Pulling into my parking lot, and she comes peeling around the corner at like 40 miles an hour, honks at me, despite me being on the correct side of the road, honks at me anyway. Like, hello? I didn't see her after that. Oh, but if I did, I was going to chew her out. I didn't turn off my music. Did I miss anything from the last 2 minutes? No, just the game loading. Glad you're alive. Oh, that wasn't the part that almost killed me. The part that almost killed me was when I was going home, and the lady pulls out despite me having right of way. I honk at her, and then she didn't even bat an eyelash at me. She also turned left in the right turn lane and cut everybody off. So I hope she crashes and has her license revoked. Because some pricks out there can't drive. Anything good? What's the perfect recipe? Made by Bethesda, it can't be that bad. Yeah, I get that. It looks nice. The driving test is literally driving around the block. Well, that's it in a lot of states, but they expect you to, like, you know, practice before that. They make you take a course. You need X amount of hours behind the wheel. And you need to get it signed off by an instructor. Okay. This is Mars. We were on Mars. Okay. What were we doing on Mars? I mean, Mecha Wolf, like, eventually, yes, the last bit of getting your license is going down to the DMV and taking the test, which, more often than not, 9 times out of 10, is driving around the block. Save uses a different creation loan, whatever. Don't have any of that. Well, Mecha Wolf, I think you're exaggerating. It can't be that freaking bad in Tennessee. By the way, this is trying to load something, but, the little load icon is being covered up by my enormous spacesuit. Enormous one-size-fits-all spacesuit. What the hell are we doing out here, Vasco? And what am I holding? Oh, I see. Well, what is, Vasco, what the hell am I holding? Okay, seriously, what the hell are we doing out here? Were we mining? I feel like we were mining. Oh, no, wait. We were at the Mac factory. So, okay. Yeah, that's what we was doing. I think we were testing new guns last time we played. I think we're finally going to talk to Vladimir. Bruh.
Hello, ship. This place needs more decorations, don't you think?
It could stand to have more, yes.
Liftoff looks good, all systems.
Gonna build a house on Mars. We have a house. It's on Schrodinger 3. I might build a house on Mars, but Mars doesn't have a lot of resources that we need right now. Alright, so we're going to Alpha Centauri. And we're heading over to the Eye.
Unregistered starship. We're detecting... Well, it's what we're not detecting that's an issue. What's powering that thing?
Hopes and dreams.
Hold still while we do the contraband check. Scan complete. Go ahead and land.
Actually, we're docking today. Chatbox has serious delay today. I disagree.
This is Constellation Star Station LO868. Welcome aboard.
We need to be within 500. It's like how in Elite Dangerous you have to be within 7.5.
Green lights on outer hatch. We're docked.
Okay.
I still can't believe that Sarah was able to convince Mast to let go of this station. And Vladimir's done so much work on it since then that even Mast must be impressed.
You know, I totally forget what we use this place for. Vlad, what did we use this place for again? Also, you're the only one up here.
We got a rook on deck. Good to see Constellation getting some fresh blood.
This is like the cosmonaut they left stranded in orbit. That's a great story, by the way.
Ah, gotta pass the hours on the star station somehow. And the iron's always been good to me.
I've been trying for the more balanced approach to my spare time, personally. Reading science journals, picking up odd jobs on distant moons for fun, and sampling various cheeses.
I like cheese.
Wish I could have been down at the lodge to see the artifacts come together. But I got a little lost peeking through the eye.
If anybody wants some cheese, I've got a bag of Ruffles. It's the cheddar and sour cream. They're really, really good. I didn't eat them during lunch, so now they're here.
Probably would have just gotten annoyed at being bothered. I'll catch a smile at our next big revelation. You
And
know
now
there's
Barrett
more to
wants
come.
to talk. God damn.
Now, this station, the Eye, rigged up for deep space scans. Barrett and Sarah teased out the signs of where our artifacts could be hiding after we caught our second one. But the data takes a slow ride along the Sea of Light. Years or decades between us and the fringes of space without a grav drive.
This thing's basically a telescope. So, it's going by speed of light rules, which, in my experience, the speed of light does not haul nearly enough ass. Is way too slow.
You won't be the only constellation out there. Andreja and Matteo are both following up on scans themselves. Matteo went out recently, but Andreja, it's been a while. Hate to pull a worried old man act on you, but I'm an old man, and I'm worried.
You're not that old. How old could this guy possibly be?
It's okay to be worried about her, Vlad. She's been out there for a while.
She should be at one of the 2 sites I've marked on your star map. Can take care of herself, but we all need backup sometimes. Anyway, hopefully you'll be catching Fortune's smile, and we'll have some more artifacts to take a closer look at. Happy hunting. Show the words another time, then.
Vlad is one of the Constellation members that did not go through the Unity. Unlike us, we went through the Unity finally. But I do have a save that didn't go through the Unity. So we could go back to that whenever we want. If they ever release that Year 2 content. They said there would be Year 2 content. Where's my Year 2 content? Dagrummit. Spend years traveling as close to light speed as we can, while our friends and families experience even longer. Have you ever heard of a jump drive? I'm over here living in the year 2679, chat. Try to catch up. Can you catch up? I don't think you can. Right, so I recently learned about the Starfield cookbook. Now, if anybody wants to loan me the cash to buy the Starfield cookbook, I'm just saying, I might try out a cooking stream. And we'll make Chunks cake. I'm serious. How much is that cookbook anyway? Also, where's the update stuff? What did they change? Let's see. Alright, so it's worth noting this is a beta. It's the May update. They announced this on May 6th. So, yeah, we are real behind on this. So, features. Added very low display settings to improve performance on some devices. So if your computer couldn't handle it before, try again. Creation Kit added the ability for creators to add new icons to the game. Creation Store now supports bundling creations. Creation Kit creations up to 2 gigabytes in size can now be uploaded. There's a size limit? Huh. Graphics, updated resolutions, quests. I think this is all bug fixes. Cargo link and robot build limits from the outpost management should now persist after going through the Unity. Space Adept legendary effect no longer has a negative modifier for terrestrial damage. Actually, that's pretty good, actually. That's the main reason I was avoiding the Space Adept effect. I might start doing that now. Alright, at Hell's Gate, the Crucible Blade no longer damages ships in orbit when used inside a ship. And the Crucible Blade audio will now play correctly after loading a save or fast traveling. The Bounty Board in the Trackers Alliance HQ now has correct audio interactions. Resolved an issue where creatures could get moved to water if they ever became stuck. So it's mostly bug fixes, but there's a few changes. Fixed a rare issue that could impact items displayed in the Razor Leaf. But did they fix my biggest gripe? Let's see. Locations, UI. I don't know if they did. Alright. Let me show you my biggest gripe. My biggest annoyance in this game. I think the best way for me to give an example of this is to go to Earth real quick. Right, so this is Earth. Now the problem with Earth right now is that Canada and Alaska are at the North Pole. Pretty sure that's not supposed to be the case. I'm also pretty sure that Florida is not supposed to be up that high. I'm also fairly certain, as a Martian, I'm fairly certain Sidonia is not supposed to be that far north. That's just me. I'm from Mars. Like, I mean, I would know, but then again, what do I know? I'm pretty sure the ice cap isn't supposed to be there either. I'm pretty sure the ice caps are supposed to be, you know, at the caps. The problem is this. The planet's axes are off and they're spinning the wrong direction. Once you're on the ground, this is totally fine, but... Wait, what is Astrolab? No idea. How about fixing it so the weapons workbench doesn't sink into the floor? Maybe they did. Maybe they did. Hang on. Let's find out. One of the biggest and best updates they made to this game was allowing you to use the same tools that you use to modify your outposts and such on your ship. Whoop!
For me?
Sorry, sir. Anyway, I accidentally hit the grenade key. Okay, let's see. It was the weapons bench, right? Oh, wow, it is actually only the weapon bench that's doing that for some reason. And only the weapon bench. We could put any other bench in here except the weapons. What the hell? Alright, so, we need a new room for the armory. I was just gonna have it here by the door. And honestly, that's probably the best place for it, but still. Alright, that's pretty freaking weird, isn't it? By the way, we switched to this suit just to give everyone in the universe more of a fighting chance. Make the game a little more interesting.
Nice. Clean set there.
Oh, right. Barrett wanted to talk, didn't he? It's one of the main reasons I went through the Unity. We never did get to do his,
Something you need?
story quest.
Here, I got this for you.
Oh, what'd you get?
Yes, of course it's for you. Anyway, I figured you might have a use for it.
Thanks, Barrett.
You're quite welcome. If I see anything on our next expedition to a planet, then I'll hang on to it for you.
What the fuck did you just hand me? Pappardelle bolognese. Broad, long ribbons of pasta served in a meaty red sauce. Where did you get this? I had to get a specific mod to fix that. What? There's a mod to fix the planet spinning in the wrong direction? What's the mod? What's it called? I'll look it up later. Actually, I'll pull it up on my browser right now and then look it up later. Alright, hang on, I gotta go find my girlfriend. She's out, around Procyon, apparently. Our favorite star. My favorite stars include Procyon A, Sirius, and... No, the workbench? Ah. You got my hopes up and then you dashed them. You know how that feels? Alright, we're going to an abandoned mine. Chat is too slow to update? I mean, I'm seeing it.
Beginning landing cycle.
There are trees on this rock! Look at them trees! Might be able to breathe
I
here.
wonder as life form. Hey, stranger. Let's chat sometime, okay?
How about, okay, why are we all standing so close to each other?
I just wanted to say thanks for the daring rescue back there. I had plans for Matsura, of course, but I appreciate the backup.
Isn't any flying ships at Procyon A? Anyway, good to see you again, Barrett.
Hey, now. Who you calling old?
You.
Anyway.
You died in
I'm
our
glad to be
last
back safe
playthrough.
and sound too. Trust me.
He did,
So
too.
many things can go wrong out there. Working with people you can trust is important. That's why I've been in Constellation so long. It's good to have people who will help out when you're in a jam.
I trust Constellation. They're good people.
A reasonable approach. I hope one day you can trust me as well. It's been a pleasure, you know. Speaking of which...
Coffee's so good, I'm
sometimes it
having a
feels like
seizure.
you've
Hang
always
on.
been a part of Constellation. I can't explain why.
Anyway.
Just figured I'd mention it, since we haven't had much time to chat before. You know, being a member of Constellation has given me a lot of opportunities, and a fair bit of stress, I'll admit. It's hard to imagine just who I'd be had I never joined up. I would have never done so many things, met so many people. It's mind-boggling how different I would be. And I never would have met Irvin. Or lost him, I suppose.
That's his side quest. Maybe things turned out differently in another universe.
Sure, I've heard the theories. It just doesn't really provide comfort to me. Irvin's
Just
been
got
gone
done
for
watching
over
Treasure
20
Planet.
years.
Cool. You gonna spring for a channel membership and watch our Treasure Planet one-shot this coming week? It's our first members exclusive stream, but if you guys just want to drop the 99 cents for the stream and then immediately get rid of it, I'm not gonna stop you.
Yeah, don't worry. Logically, I know I should be over it. But I'm not, and it's gotten worse lately. I've ignored my feelings about Irvin's death since it happened. It's time for me to confront it. I'm just fortunate that Constellation has been a supporting home for me since Irvin died. I mean, where else would I get to dodge space pirates and discover new planets? On that note, I think I'd do well to distract myself with a little adventure for a bit.
When Barrett died in our original playthrough, we totally didn't think it was going to happen because Bethesda doesn't exactly have a reputation for killing our companions. That was new. They've never actually done that before. They completely locked us out of his side quest and everything. This one. Ooh, gravity's high here. Where is everybody? if I'm able to afford it. It's 99 cents, like, per month. And it supports the channel immensely. But if you can't, the free episodes come out in June. Yes, we are still on track for a June episodic release. I don't know how many episodes, but there will be episodes nonetheless. Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm fine. Didn't even hurt. We really need an airlock on this planet. But Barrett's not even wearing a suit. The game's not even glitching out right now. Like, I could take my fucking helmet off. In fact, I will take my helmet off. I'm just kidding. No, this planet's actually totally fine. Mining Monthly, issue number 1. Wow. Yes, there will also be a Battle at Procyon stream, and we're going to be playing the PS2 game. Because there's also a PS2 game.
I'm picking the lock.
Worth it.
Open. The suspense is killing me.
Hey, Barrett, we're done in here. Let's go. It takes forever to open this door, and I just wasted all of his time. Okay, I saw that. Hang on. That is a useless landmine. Well, don't run through it, you idiot! Look at you, now you're... I've seen someone on less fire in TF2! Oh, for fuck's sake. Was the second door necessary? Barrett, I swear to God. Barrett! Barrett! Barrett, my boy! This madness must end! Too many airlocks. Only authorized personnel can use this? It's a lever. What the hell?
On some planets,
That-
it
that-
takes
oh.
a millennia for some cave formations to grow. On
So-
others, it
Don't
can
come
take
any
days.
closer.
What, you killed everybody?
Identify yourself. Ah, good. I suppose I should have guessed. It has been too long since I checked in.
Andresia, good to see you. Looking a little more murdery than usual, but let's just say they had it coming.
You are the newest member, yes? Do they often send you to check up on other, more senior members?
Actually, this will be the second one.
Perhaps. I suspect Vladimir worried you might find me on the ground, instead of this one. We waste time. We should complete our mission and then we can talk.
Okay. I love books. Oh, like the Glob Glow Gab Galab. Anybody remember the Glob Glow Gab Galab? Everybody should remember the Glob Glow Gab Galab. Also, it is very, very fun to say Glob Glow Gab Galab. That missed? Fuck. Fucking. They still don't know exactly where I am. I am a goddamn phantom. I am the Glub Go Gab Galab.
Always worth checking. Never know what you might find in their pockets.
I'm not, though. The Glub Go Gab Galab is, from what I can tell, some kind of giant slug creature that loves books. He sang a song about it. I am the Glub Glub Gab Galab, the shrubble double reaper rubble dibble double dab. I'm made of shrimble glimmer kind. I am the yeast of thoughts and minds. Yeah, the song didn't make a whole lot of sense, but he sang it. Bad people, bad jokes, number 3. How many atheists does it take to screw in a light bulb? None. They are already enlightened. Why don't terrormorphs eat clowns? They taste funny. Chunk walks into a bar. Bartender says, "We don't serve food here." Chunk sits down and says that, "I guess I'm in the right place." I made a lot of jokes about unemployed people. Unfortunately, none of them work. A waiter once asked me, "Hey, do you want a box for that?" To which I said, "No, it's okay. I don't think it's worth fighting over. It's just leftovers." I once went to a bee store and said I would like a dozen bees, and the beekeeper handed me 13 bees. And I said, "You gave me too many bees," and they said, "Oh no, that's okay. That one's a freebie." Laugh, or I will continue. All right. What do we got? Let's see. 340 rounds for the Heavily futurized AK. Screw it. Give me the Jaeger.
What's that?
Do this again soon, right?
Holy crap, that's a long way down. Nailed it! You're fucking done. Oh. And Barrett is dead from the fall damage. It's over, Ecliptic. I have the overwhelming high ground. Why does the Big Bang remind me of a Tediore? It shouldn't. The Big Bang is essentially a massive, energy shotgun. It also might be the most powerful gun in our arsenal. Ooh, titanium. Always need titanium.
Maybe there's more where that came from.
Drumbeat, not very good. The Grendel, that is literally a starting gun. Kind of looks like a P90, but it's... You outgrow it pretty quickly. I need my light. Hang on, put the helmet back on. Now I need my drill. My laser drill. Cool. You think these are naturally forming cubes? There are minerals out there that form into, cubes like this. Pyrite, for example. Does not want to come out. Hang on. There it goes. We should take a minute and gather some of this calamite because we need it. I forget what we need it for, though. Probably a gun upgrade? Oh yeah, no, the Grendel looks amazing. But you outgrow it very quickly. And the, more powerful variants of it just don't stack up. Game asked for calamite, I forget why, but I will provide... calamite. Ah! Ah! Throws you a little bit when the deposit breaks. I don't know exactly how much we need, so... let's just grab a bunch. And now we grab the thingy. Yeah, oh my god. Okay, we're still doing this.
You did not respond when I called to you after you pulled out the artifact. Does that mean Barrett's theory and experience were correct? The artifact grants the first person who touches it a vision?
More or less, yes.
The fact that it has happened to both you and Barrett is already more than we had before. I think it is important that we discuss what you saw back there.
The infinite.
That man. What I had done.
Oh, that. It was either you or him, right?
It was, yes. I appreciate that you see it that way. A very practical outlook, not one I find is shared amongst members of Constellation. May I ask what your background is?
All kinds of things.
Have you now? I have also seen a great many things in my time. Some quite dangerous. We both seem to be unusual additions to Constellation. Please, I would ask that you not mention to Vladimir the circumstances in which you found me.
Andrea, you just killed a person. Not a man alive these days that
to corner me.
doesn't have to deal with that
If
eventually.
it is known that this has happened again, well, it has been a while since I was given an assignment on my own. I would not want it to be even longer in the future. Do you understand?
Sure.
Mom, this means we are in agreement. Thank you. That is good to know. I will finish here and return to New Atlantis when I can. You should go now.
She's
as they
flirting
will
with
be
you.
expecting
Well,
us.
I mean, we did romance Andrea during our original playthrough. Well, more like settled, actually. Like, if I had to pick, I wouldn't pick anyone in Constellation. Not because of personality, mind you. It's just that none of them are my type. What else is on there? Let me see. Livingstone's pistol. Is it working today? Easy way to find out. One sec. Actually, yes. Okay. For some reason, sometimes when you boot this game up, the internal parts are all missing, and it looks weird when you reload. Any significant changes? Well, we just picked up an artifact. We met Andrea. It was extremely awkward, because that's the character we romanced in a different universe. And, Barrett poured his heart out. Which is good, because we need to do his side quest eventually. What is your type? The type that'll curl up with you and play video games till 3 a.m. I know what you are. I do. Heat leeches, I know what they are. Oh, and if she's never played video games, she at least doesn't shy away from them. Is this the... Where did we come in? I'm lost as hell! Is that where we came in? I don't think that's where we came in. Oh, no, wait. I remember killing these guys now. Okay. I don't do relationships because I am not in a place to be in a relationship right now. Even when I actually had a girlfriend, we both split and we both agreed neither of us are in any place to be in a relationship right now. Yes, I had a girlfriend once, but it didn't go anywhere. She wasn't in any place to be in a relationship. I wasn't in any place to be in a relationship. We both agreed to disagree and went our separate ways. It, honestly, was the cleanest breakup you could probably ask for. What? Where's the fucking... Does it just not work when I'm this close? Okay. Yeah, like, once I have my life together, I have my own place, and I have time to myself away from streaming and doing what my folks would call a real job, then I will look into relationships. Because I do want someone eventually. Preferably before I get too old. Or, I don't know, maybe I'll find someone who is also too old and we just both missed the boat. What the hell is that thing? Derelict Metropolis. A what?
Solid docking job there. Nice work.
Sarah, shut up.
Captain Cooper, it is pleasant to see you.
You had to think about that word. I thought you said this thing was derelict. Ooh. Oh, shit. That's fucking 45 ACP, you bastards. You dare stand against me? This is the best goddamn gun made by man! It might be, though. Name me a gun that has a longer service life than the Colt 45, and don't say the AK-47 because it is factually not as long. Jesus Christ. Anti-cow projectile. I mean, that's a decent backpack, but not as good as what we already have. It's 9mm here. Hang on. I just picked up Assassin's well-worn Apollo 9. Ah, yes. The good old Beretta M9. Now this is beautiful. And that's what I'm gonna say about the Beretta M9, is that it's beautiful. It also might be more practical than the 45. Because the 45 has stopping power, but my God. The 1911 uses a single stack mag, and we just need something better than that. Open this door. Guns, glorious guns. Wait, hang on.
In there.
Professional Advanced Urban Eagle. Very nice. And this is a refined Equinox. Another gun that gets outclassed quickly. Modified, battle-scarred Apollo 9. Listen, I'm thrilled that you're spawning these in, but can you give me one that's viable?
What can I help you with?
Nothing.
Undocking complete, Captain.
Please don't help me. I know what I'm doing. Why am I going out there? I have no idea, but let's see.
Switching over to standard engines.
So, let's go down in this neck of the woods. Concentrating fire would imply the possibility of being able to concentrate.
Our collective owes you, stranger. Please acknowledge. We really showed those Varun zealots who owns these skies. Most ships would have bugged out and left us with this mess. But you? Total class act. Any way we can repay you?
Salvage rights.
Hey, pick 'em clean then. Thanks again for the help. Over and out.
Alright, so what do we have? Let's see. Money. Best motivation for players. Money. Lead. Oddly a good motivation for me for some reason. Remember that chunks are 3D printed from algae with proteins to give it flavor? Yes, however, it is in the Starfield cookbook. Once again, if anyone wants to loan me the money for the Starfield cookbook, I will do a cooking stream, and I will cook something from that cookbook.
Good to go for landing.
Most advanced ship of the galaxy. You'd think it'd run quieter.
Life faces some of the same sorts of challenges everywhere. I'm forever fascinated by the convergence of those solutions.
Barry, get in the car. Waiting for my insurance payment? I mean, you're already doing the channel membership, and that's good enough.
Won't even scar.
Jam a 70mm rocket up his ass. Were you about to melee my car? What in the world is wrong with you? Hold, please. I will get to you in a moment. Now where are the rest of these fools? Found him.
Hey, I'm waiting here.
This is the silliest car. Imagine the military invents a combat vehicle that just does this on the regular.
Ah, right here. You see it here.
You laugh, but it works.
But I am.
I don't even have a car that can do this.
It'll heal.
It's a beautiful little buggy we have here. Like the Scorpion SRV. The Scorpion SRV can't fly. This especially in low-gravity environments, can fly if it wants to. Not only that, this will clamber over everything. I think I like the car system they came up with in this game more than the SRVs in Elite Dangerous. See, the problem with SRVs in Elite Dangerous is that it's... depending on what you're driving over, they will skid out all over the place, and then it takes you half a year to get them back in line. With this, I very much feel like the tires have some grip. They're not made of freaking ice. The speed here on these things is also slow enough and refined enough that no matter what I'm doing, I can keep it in line. Even if I'm using both the boosters again for silly shit. That's the thing about that car. It allows you to be silly without risking catastrophic damage. Antique toy motorcycle, very nice. All these antiques.
Sure, let's do this.
I need a bayonet on the end of my gun.
Well, they don't need it now. Hey, look up there. You see that computer too? Could be powered.
Sure. But I want to raid the kitchen. Where's the coffee? There is the coffee. I cast Yeeticus Deleticus. We messed this place up. Why am I not eating everything? Don't need to. I'm eating specific things. I'm trying to be healthier. Alright, that one's glitched. Alright, you bastards. By the power vested in me and this 7.62 cartridge, I sentence thee to non-existence. Just kidding, what? What were you gonna say? You think you're gonna take me down with a goddamn solstice? It's like the lamest laser pistol ever. Ew, gross.
You see what I see? It's another way through.
No, I don't see it. Where are you seeing this thing? Because apparently our objective is there.
One time I found a that had been infused with living flowers. Fit me like a glove. I think some pirate has it now.
Flower suit. We're back where we started. Okay. So there must be a room that I don't know about. Which is weird because I've raided this facility at least 8 different times. It's not even an exaggeration. Oh. Well, they didn't have this hole in the wall. NATO has standards for each weapon. 7.62 by 5.4 isn't a NATO cartridge. It's a Russian cartridge. Got it. Now all we have to do is add them to the collection.
Hello, boss. You'll want to see this.
Is that me you're talking about? By the boss? This is loaded up with slugs, right? Yes. Just checking. There's too many ammo types. You don't need all these ammo types. But we like to have our choices. What if I need something so small it won't even pierce my coat? Look, I'm just saying, the Calibri had its uses. Now, excuse me while I just remove myself from that crater. That wasn't any good. Don't patronize me. This is a jump. Actually, no, don't pay attention to that. That was not a jump. That was terrible. Don't pay any attention to that jump. Pay attention to this jump. Now that was pretty good. Perfect parking right there. Okay, let's see, where are we going?
Lifting off now. Apogee kick complete. Orbit steady.
Do you even know what an apogee kick is? Trade authority, merchant, and hostile activity, and ship. So hang on, where am I going? Alpha Centauri. We have to add everything to the collection. But I'm more interested in this hostile activity. What's going on over here? Sounds very hostile.
Weapons locked. Destroy them.
Is it just you? Or are there more? It's just these two. Ram them if you have to. All right, now where's that other one? There it is, the Vulture. That is a big ship. With a lot of engines. Ah, what the? Hang on. The fuck you mean target locked? What the hell? Alright, now I got him locked. Hang on. Okay. And I accidentally hit him too hard. Great. Just fucking great. I was gonna board him and take it. Is that all you guys brought? Alright, well, I'm gonna move on now. Player in space is not just folks who spend most of the time in space, because it's a collective term for raider now. Black Dreadnought. Dreadnought, you say? Doesn't look like a dreadnought. Looks nothing like a dreadnought. A dreadnought would be larger.
And we're locked in.
Do they have to be so hostile? Yes, always. What happened to you? And you. 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 Oh my god. Okay, what the hell happened here? I just went shopping and come back to this mess? Just clean this place. What the hell have you done? Where are the doors? Where's the bridge? Where the door don't work? Where the door? Where the hell? Who did this? What do you mean it requires a key? Where's the key? Find the key. Keys? Keys? No. No data, no data, no data, no data, no data, no data, no data. None of them have any data. Oh no. Milk. Dead, 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 dead. Yep, all dead. None of them have,
So cold. Okay, think about campfires, and warm blueberry muffins, and jacuzzis. Yeah.
Wait, we got the rights to say jacuzzi? Jacuzzi is actually just a brand of hot tub. We just say jacuzzi a lot. Wait, only locked compartment key something something. Well, okay, is there another door around here? I do not think there is. Me thinks that these people are hiding the key from me. Where are they hiding it? Does that go up? It does go up. How about you? You got any keys? Ornamental material. Hello. Ship has been rendered inoperable. Dreadnought would make a good science vessel. That's what we did during the Milky Way Civil War. But it was the other way around. Locked compartment key, finally. Let's see. O2 filtered, shock troop, balance, yada yada. Well, not really anything here then, is there? Alright, where's the exit? Oh, it's all the way up there! Where do we keep the cargo on this thing again? God, I don't remember. We'll eventually do something with that snow globe. How am I still... What's weighing me down? What's the mystery part mean? We are so over encumbered. It's... What the hell is so goddamn heavy? Oh, it's the ship parts. Ship parts weigh 10 pounds each. Yeah, that'll do it. Heavy.
All green on release. We're free to fly.
Alright, so we're heading back to the lodge. Big stretch.
Place is a delightful relic.
You ever just look up at the night sky and say, I wonder why I didn't turn the film grain off? It is actually now running better.
Andrasia, thank goodness. We were worried.
Why? Was there concern that I would not contribute?
Look at you two. I'm jealous. I tried following up on some leads myself, but came back empty-handed.
They could be anywhere, can't they?
I didn't know this guy
Embedded
ever
in
left
a
the
rock,
house.
Or in the hands of an unsuspecting novelty goods trader? I catch myself just staring at the collection sometimes, wondering what it all means. Maybe that's how our ancestors felt when they were looking up at the stars for the first time.
They didn't just gawk at the stars, Mateo. They explored. They tested. Science brought us to space, not daydreaming.
Yeah.
I disagree. What's the point of science if not to enable humanity's dreams? And where do those dreams come from?
Not every dream is a pleasant one. I agree with Noel. The work is what moves us forward.
You're with me, right? Science or dreams? Which one is the true muse of space exploration?
Science.
Another realist has joined our ranks. I'm outnumbered.
Yes, 3 to
True
1.
hurts, Mateo.
Loser.
Science is a scaffold for our hopes to materialize. We cannot build dreams upon dreams.
Oh my god, 4 to
You know what?
1.
I
Okay.
just realized I completely overtook this whole conversation. This should be about you and Andrasia celebrating a win for the group.
I do not mind being asked to join in a debate. It was good to hear everyone's sides. But I do agree that we accomplished something together. Thank you for your help.
Mm-hmm.
I have no objections. Let us see what else we can find out there.
Noel, pulling some interesting data from those new artifacts. Tell the Rook to meet me back on board the station.
But it was not necessary. We succeeded.
I don't have any new artifacts. Did I just put both of them in at the same time? Okay. Okay. Let's get our next lead and also see how turning off the motion blur and the film grain affects our performance out in the actual town. Yep, I'm noticing a significant difference actually. My freaking brain doesn't hurt to look at it anymore. Why did that ever get switched on?
Whew. Always a satisfying moment to return to your ship.
How did you get here? Where's Barrett? And why did you spawn me Why did you spawn me half a solar system away?
We have a clean dock. Right on the money.
Captain Cooper.
Vasco?
Hello. I am satisfied to see that you...
What's up, Vladimir?
Now that those artifacts aren't just blips of hope in the Blackest Sea, I found an interesting pattern. The grav anomaly generated by one of those artifacts, it matches one on another planet. A bigger one.
Point me at him.
Alright, let me transfer over the data. But I need you wearing caution's boots for this one. No telling what this thing is or why it's so large. Going to send you the mark close as I can, but I'm having trouble pinpointing the source. You'll need to explore the area on foot. Put your scanner to work. Don't know what you'll find. Keep your eyes open.
And near the anomaly, use the scanner.
And from there, maybe you catch a smile and uncover the source of it all.
The hell does that mean? I gotta go back to Procyon 3? How many times am I gonna go back to that planet? I was just there! I think I know what this is. I need a new keyboard. I have one picked out, I just gotta get it. One of these days. Yeah!
Touching down.
Oh gee, could it possibly be that big thing over there? No, that'd be silly.
Such beauty in the midst of...
Open the hand scanner and look for distortions.
Hi. Please disregard. I attempted an informal greeting, but I am dissatisfied with the results.
Good for you, Vasco.
Why walk when we can host?
Could it perchance be the Disney Castle reject over there? It's not even close to a Disney Castle. This is that other theme park. This is where the Disney knockoff used to be.
I do not have words.
I'm fine. Okay, Andre, first temple? Why'd you put the suit on? You don't need that here. Or maybe you do. Is there air in here? It might not be, actually. That is entirely a possibility. But wait. Didn't we already do this one in another universe? Wouldn't we already have the power from this one? Wait a second. Alright, what's gonna happen here? Let's find out.
Those rings, are they moving? They seem to react to us.
I've done a number of these. Maybe if you stop putting them on opposite sides of the room, I could get to them a little faster. Hang on. Okay. I have no idea what's gonna happen, but let's find out. Okay. Anti-gravity field 2?
Are you alright?
They stack? Huh. They stack. I didn't know that. Now I know that. So that's interesting. better anti-gravity.
Security here is so visible. I suppose it makes people more comfortable. Most people, anyway.
Yeah, we're living in a police state.
It sometimes amuses me to think about what goes on here, right under the United Colony's collective nose.
Anyway.
Crix's bones. Look at you.
If you don't mind, I'm gonna start doing some scans. Like, right now.
I mind immensely.
We were right about the anomaly, weren't we? Tip our ears on the tail.
Guys, I've been gone like 5 minutes.
An entire building generating a signature just like the artifact.
Vladimir, look at these readings. Cardiovascular and neurological levels aren't in the normal range.
I think we're going to need a little demonstration. Mind putting the paces to it?
What's the button again? Z, I think. Okay, what button did I set it to? What button is it set to? What the hell? Z. I pressed Z. Oh wait, this is... I have a completely different one equipped. I used phased time. Slows down time. We were supposed to use this one. And now it's on a cooldown. They're like shouts in Skyrim. Stop staring at me, all of you. Thing has a cooldown. Keep waiting. Okay.
Everyone saw that, right?
Like a literal gift from the heavens.
And also the most practical consequence of our little venture thus far.
Got no old shipwise for this one. Going to just call weird, weird.
Great.
So we have artifacts, a temple, and this power. All connected.
But we do not understand the connections. We need additional information.
Can we find more of them?
Is there no better connection than the infinite cosmos?
In theory, there might be one temple for each. But sifting through all the signs to identify a match is tricky. Impossible if we don't have the right artifact to compare. And even then, it takes time.
Alright, hopefully I'll follow up on the other anomaly then.
Don't think it's just fortune's left that this temple responded to you. The artifacts, the visions, this power you've gotten, all seems to be the same song somehow. Plenty to think about. Anyway, catch a smile out there. I'll work on finding planet anomalies that match the other artifacts we have.
If you have a moment, I have something I'd like to discuss.
You just gave me 25,000 credits.
This really is uncharted territory.
Jesus Christ. Alright, well, I don't want to jump into the, Walter mission, because I know what's going to happen. The other Starborn are finally going to show up, and hopefully, some story discrepancies will start arriving. But I will take the time to visit Jacques Cousteau's boat. self-advertise. Anyway, I know it's a bit of a short stream, and I do apologize. But I have other things that I must work on. Various, maps for the upcoming Treasure Planet one-shot. Once again, that is going to be a members-only stream, but if you guys just want to chip in the 99 cents and only watch the stream and then immediately cancel it, I'm not going to stop you. And once again, even if you don't do that, public episodes are going to be available in June. Or at least starting in June. I don't know how many we're going to have. But anyway, we'll be back on Wednesday for another short stream. And then Thursday, we have that. And then Friday, finally, we're back to normal. Because things are kind of weird this week. I know. It's going to be a bit sparse in terms of streams this week. So anyway, I hope you guys had fun. I know I did. A big thanks to our channel members. They gave us the cash we need to actually do this Treasure Planet one-shot this week. Until next time.